real question play. Yeah, because like people complain a lot, like in a Tonic stream about what they're looking at in Haskell, and I'm just like, this is how code looks. What are you talking about? This is normal. Yeah, so let's look at the plan again. We need to have the plan. Why did I write it down? We don't use the filter chain. Map worked like expected. Right, we don't need to do this anymore, that's done. Select the right track, map. So actually we want to add an argument. Oh, I want to show this. It's cool. Honestly, less language in my experience about work pattern encouraged. Less about the language, being more about workflows, pattern encouraged by the community. Interesting idea. That's the other thing about Haskell. Like they directly take ideas out of math and like don't change the name at all. Just keep using the mathematical name. And that kind of precision, it's rare. And it's also like kind of gatekeeping, I suppose. Like a lot of people get scared about that or like feeling alienated by those kind of weird names. But I really like that, like that keeping consistent. Like I actually felt at home when I went to the first Haskell meetup. It just felt like a lot of people were just very similar to me, like opinions or whatever. It's strange, even though Haskell in a way is also kind of gatekeeping. My complaints about Scala are like directly attached to Scala, and the fact that I didn't get it, like not you have this whole idea-driven visual development, fully staffed. Everything can be overridden and semantic language. Seeing this as a basic philosophy of the shows, the library, all over the place. Like the interactive develop, like the thing I never do anymore because I got used to this weird ass IDE setup. And like this is also because I started experimenting with different languages quite early in my basically during my bachelor. I started like working with Groovy, and once I started working with Groovy I lost all IDE support basically, and then I went to Python, no IDE support for that at the time. So yeah, and then you just deal with it. I wonder how that looks then, Smalltalk. Smalltalk is interesting. I've never actually built anything in that. I hear it's the instigator of object-oriented. Oh, cool, it's open source. Oh, they have GUIs for everything. That's it. I don't like the website. Too busy. Many logos. For me, when I was starting with Scala, the FP part was the combinator. That was like all the FP I knew for Scala. I thought that was it. Like you just use the combinators and then you're doing FP. And in a way, you're actually doing that. Right? Like the combinators kind of compose with each other. So yeah, that's FP sort of. But if you start thinking about it like from a composition standpoint of view, yeah, it's really different. Like Haskell, in case that something lines in order through interactive OOP. It's kind of funny you would have Lisp. Basically, all those language support fully interactive. The best Smalltalk right now. Smalltalk doesn't have source code files. What? For example, setup. Wait, what? You start running the code and you can modify the thing? You're running it? What the fuck? I thought like you would start from an IDE and then you start modifying the IDE. That's your program. That's a really cool idea. Erlang also spins up its own machines. It does everything. Erlang is basic. Yeah, the IDE is really the same program. The hell? So first thing we need to do is we need to modify options. We're probably gonna delete those. We're not gonna use Spark anymore. Erlang would be fun. Erlang, like the issue I have with Erlang is I don't know what to use it for. I'm not a big ass corporation that I would like find uses for lists, but Erlang is like very domain specific with messages and whatever. You write a game in Erlang? Probably. I was actually thinking about writing a book about Nick. There are no books about Nicks at all. Yes. I think it's super nature. Yeah, but like what do you should distributedness for in Erlang? Like what problem do you have to solve with that? So I would be careful with that though. Like I've seen a lot of copies of Erlang, and Erlang is freaking amazing. I've never seen this. Can you show me the code? I know Erlang weird. Why don't you have like your code on your main? I've never heard of it. Yes. Like why don't you have examples? Oh, this is actually strongly typed as well. Erlang is not strong. Oh right, this is the Haskell one. I remember now. This one is implemented in Haskell, right? Erlang good but has onset as problem. There is a closure implementation on Erlang 1. But honestly, the Erlang pretty much less certain cases, like certain massive corporations. Massive corporations that need to do a lot of shit. Those you have a few. Yeah, and then you also have like the Scala stuff with Eka actors. And I wrote a game in that Eka actor stuff, and I just like, okay, like that's fun. I do it. And I lost interest. And we can delete these. Probably want to keep frame. We want to keep this one as well. But what I want to add is, let's see, so we'll have voice track, which is an integer, not maybe. Track audio upon. And then like music would be I don't know, we can maybe do either we'll either do yeah, let's do that. Let's do like music is either int Or since our core basically that's CSGO. Okay, so yeah, go routine. Oh, no, go like you mean the. I know what you mean, like the pipe. Or maybe it is code first class animation bytecode. KVM team working on project Loom to bring it to first Java. Okay. I wouldn't know. Seriously, I have not done any multi-threaded stuff since I stopped working on my game, which was in Rust. That's about it. And I use those stream things. Let's command help. Like, look at the ISO. It's an isomorphism for help. You can get rid of the help with unhelp. You can re-add the help. It's basically a phantom type with the data kind. Exactly. So yeah, this is generating. This is generate or pass applicative. I'm not sure if this is gonna work, by the way. We'll see. Or I want to have a file path. Music file. I don't know if this is gonna work. I don't think so. It's not gonna work with the ISO. Oh, I know. We can do. We can make a prism out of it. Yeah, this is a prism. But I bet it's not like it. No answer pass. You don't like it. I think we can only do one. We probably can do either, but we can't do the help like that. We need to do help. Track detect the audio on or music. Or maybe we'll just do everything in track for now. Yeah. Oh, you don't like either either. You don't like either indeed. It doesn't like some types. That kind of sucks. Okay, we'll do file path then. Music track. Yeah, either. Yes, you don't like either. I'm native English speaker. Well, I should have an Australian accent at this point. Mate. Voice track. Scuttle this. You're not optional at all. What the hell are you talking about? At least. So, yeah. This thing generates a command line client, by the way, out of type, generic magic. And then we use lenses to basically set defaults, for example. And we get also rid of the comment. That's like what we're doing here. So this is a command line buzzer. And yeah, you just get out the options. You can use lens to access the options. But that's it. So yeah, because we have this instance, it works. So yeah. Isn't that cool? Silent speech. We don't have any silent speech. We have music path. I need to have 2 words because otherwise it will clash. Music path. Right. About that. It doesn't like me. By the way, if you're curious about first class continuation, snapshot the stack and code location 8 point time. Oh, it's go to. It's go to. First class go to. Is it the entire program state per step of code? That sounds good. I've not seen that either. I've not seen that either. It allows threading, comma? Really? And basically debug reverse order. It's like Elm time travel. I think it was possible to do it in Redux, but you had to be very disciplined. And Elm is just like, oh yeah, you can do it. It's fine, just do this, and then everything works. Well, not quite. Okay. Well, like Elm uses 3 monads, right? And they just like record the state of the entire application at each frame. Sort of like it. Jura is more magical because you have Node.js. First class continuation. I'm just imagining the conti monad. Chiroptical talked about it a lot on his stream. Why isn't it not finishing? I think it's broken. Maybe it doesn't like my command. I need to finish the blog post about. Oh, it doesn't like this. It only wants to have 1 trading command. What the hell? I think I can also do this. Yes. What am I doing? You gotta be kidding me, right? Who said that Haskell doesn't have semicolon? I'm seeing it right here. Why doesn't my syntax highlighting recognize this? What the hell? Recognizes this. Implementing cont in comparison because they are statically limited. No, but I mean, like, if you implement your own conti as a continuation monad, you can basically also you can add a restriction. You wanna have the state or whatever your continuation. Did you? It's not really first class. Like it's not language supported. Like you need to hack your own. I get what you. It's not like Node.js where everything is supported out of the box. Like every time anyone talks about continuation, that I'm thinking Node.js. This is my reaction. Let's just delete jump cutter for now. We're not gonna use this anymore. Yes. I also learned that you can do this. It's pretty sick. Oh, can't, huh? Where did I see this? I saw something. Still, like, disturbing that this is allowed. Is this in the report? Anyone? Please? I think I should write a reformatter that basically jams everything on one line. What am I talking about? I can do this with regexes. Can I? Oh yeah. Still compiles, works. Legit. One-liner. One-line code. I don't know, I'm proud of it. I haven't been playing with Lisp front Haskell. Trying to get an interactive workflow similar to Lisp and generate single line code. Wait, what? Playing with a Lispy front-end to Haskell for a bit. Trying to get an interactive workflow similar to Lisp. I generate single line to pretty much. Well, like a semicolon and stuff. Yeah, it's like not really known by many people that you have semicolons in Haskell. But I've seen Simon Peyton Jones like example or whatever. Out name. Oh right, you decide your out name. Yeah, we can ask this as well. Actually, I've been basically I use GTA API to generate code from Lisp expression. So like you're writing a Lisp frontend for Haskell to generate Haskell code, and you can type check the Lisp. It sucks at the moment. Haskell is just dynamic. Have reify stuff. Horrible slow. Are you using data.reify? No, that's not it. This one. No, this is not either. Proxy not reify flag. This one can override type classes. I'm not sure if it's useful, but you know, you should get excited once you see reflection as a Java developer. I've hacked so much shit together with reflection in Java. It's amazing. Oh, and six. I use some inspiration for dynamic, but I'm not using library. Oh, you're not using libraries at all. I don't get that. People can do that. Dynamic type. You can use existential as well. You can get rid of all your type trouble. What is dynamic type error? Wow. How? I love it when people do this. You're strongly typed? No, you. How? This is using existentials maybe. Or just making everything show? What are you doing? How? Yeah, you get all the instances probably. You get all the instances. You're everything. Are you actually pattern matching up? Or are you looking if you're a dictionary or not? Otherwise you're... Are you this? Are you that? Yeah, maybe. Oh, I see. So, because you're maybe a dictionary, which also exists of dynamic. Or you're an array, which is also dynamic. Or you're a string of text or double bool. Or null! You're also null! I bet it's even more type safe than JavaScript. How did you do Monite then? Or maybe because it's like, it implements overloaded strings? Yes! It implements overloaded strings, so it will also interpret strings as dynamic. But how does it do like numbers? It can do with the from num instance, right? Yes. Convert everything to a double. What am I doing with my life? Why am I using this? But it's weakly typed, not just dynamic. Yeah, it will type check at runtime. I thought it would use existentials, but it's just making everything the same thing. That's the other way to do it. Basically looks like Java. I think you're still better off using this than JavaScript. Well, probably not. No, you're not, because you get this a bunch of runtime errors. At least you're fast. But this is also what JavaScript does, right? If you wanna, use it as an object, you either succeed or you throw an error, not an object. Why didn't he make lenses? What the hell, man? Yes, you can append everything to everything. Advocate you can do dynamic typing in Haskell. I don't think anyone ever advocates you can do dynamic typing in Haskell. Well, I hope not. That would be unfortunate. Let's get it from the option. We've seen it a few times. That's just weird. Because like if you do Haskell, you basically... Well, this is the one thing that's a problem, I guess. If this, like, it wouldn't be a big deal to do this if you would return a maybe dynamic. But then you're no longer dynamic because you're admitting that your dynamic is failing. Like, it's not every type, ever. I'm thinking it should have an error. Okay, now you don't need to crash. And then it's every type, without bottom. It's type safe dynamic. You can make a type safe. You can make a type safe if you add an error dynamic. In JavaScript, the JIT actually observes patterns, and when you create a map, same field to generate a class. Nice. You could fit your calls, class same, more faster calls, etc. None of this optimization work without the JIT. I hope that at some point will JIT compile for Haskell. Yes. Well, it's already natively compiled, right? So you get as fast as you can get. Well, you can't do the pattern observe, I guess. That's a different. You just don't do this anymore. Why? You don't like my beautiful semicolons? I want to undo the semicolons. I'm upset by this. I don't know why this worked. Oh. I'm happy it did. Haskell, huh? What I want is a faster JavaScript frontend. Well, I guess this is not fuck. I like the dragon. They used to target LLVM JIT apparently. What's the tutorial? Natively compiling everything increase the code CPU cache. So sometimes better go too fast. Yeah, but you also can't do the pattern recognition like you said. No. But like code speed on native, I think it's fine. I want to have fast JavaScript. Then I'll be happy. So let's see. What do we want to build actually? I close my door. Let's also copy over this spell. Do that. Then I can close this entire which sounds like music. Yeah, we have 1.5 hours. We could easily and then we're gonna start debugging. But yeah, we made the Cabal run. New run maybe. Okay. Right, so like you can see it's a one-on-one mapping record because of generic magic. So we just say, what do we say? Parse record. Parse record, and because it knows it by the type, it's an options, it will figure that out and it will just make all these record options by default. And if you do the optional ones, we get the default values with help of none, just like a combination. I think this is the best way of doing CLIs if you don't have a web server. If you have a web server, you should probably use the servant to generate your CLI, because servant can do that. What do we want to do now? Okay, we want to basically detect the silence first. I think we just want to do this immediately. Detect silence. Yeah, let's make a function. It's kind of annoying to keep on doing this in separate ones, so I want detect. What is file path? Oh, that's a temporary. We need a temporary directory? I don't think so. We have some status. I don't know. I think for detect we can just use the file and we write into. Oh crap! This is gonna return a bunch of strings. I want to capture. How do I fold shell? Step begin return. Fold shell. Step begin return. What? Create a shell that output value. Insist on building your own shell. Create. Select. You can think of shell as list plus IO plus manage. In fact, you can embed all three of them within a shell. IO. What the fuck is this? Semicolons. Here. Do you have them? They exist. People are using them. Do X, select M. Select FX is equal MX FX. Okay. But how do I fold over? It's a fold shell. Data. Simply fold O. X A IO X X IO B. The fuck? I need to. Honestly though, when it comes to performance, language choice matters way less than start cast. You know what I want to know how to library test the library. Oh, you're meaning the turtle. Yeah, we just need to make a fold. So implement this function. It's just basically similar to fold. You can start with this is a weird ass fold though, because like you're providing the act. So you need to get a given initial value act. And then also a final mapping to give you the eventual fold. So it's like a fold map. So first you fold and then you map. There you go. It's weird, but we can just use this one. It's fine. It's weird, but it's fine. Man, you're a bit down today, aren't you? I want to know what to test about this anyway. It's just a shell front end for examples. I bet they fold over here as well somewhere. Maybe fold. Oh, there you go. Fold query. Oh well. Yeah. I was when you mentioned test, I went there as well. But we can just use fold. So yeah, because we need to get the audio files out. This is the default behavior, right? Just that's fine. That's actually good. That's good. We'll just capture all these strings in memory. What I want to do now is look at proc. If it actually returns something. I think it does, but I just ignored it. Then again, I'm not voiding. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's proc. Because I want to capture all these. Why am I here? Why am I not? Let's use index. Serious hackage navigation. Hey, you're not returning any code. That's not what we want. Lines of standard argument. Run a command using streaming the output as lines of text. That's fine. Argument. Yeah. We want the line. So improv, there you go. What is the line? Probably can combine it. Let's keep the same type and do the text part at the end. So we have the input file, not temp. It's not temp. It's not temp. No, it's not temp at all. It's just the opt-in file. Okay, so that's this part. Blah 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 blah. Then we need to do map. This is where the magic starts, right? Map. We know that there's only one file in this, so we can do that fine. And then we do opt voice track. Opt dot voice track. Just this is opt. We also need to show it, and we need to pack it. Show pack. To show pack. There you go. In vid. Are you shitting me? None of that. Format. Oh, it doesn't know about my type applications. Char with text, which is packed. Done. So we now have this part, and now we need to. This is basically some boilerplate again. This is where we're abstracting over. We're not abstracting over anything. We're just making some dumb wrapper. But that's fine. We actually can make this configurable as well, but first we won't, because I don't know how to configure that nice. I think minus 30 dB. D, I don't know what D is. And then we need to do F, and then we need to do null for some reason. and then we need to do dash, and then we need to do 2. Oh, no, we don't do that. We don't do that. This is for the redirect everything. So now we have a program. Oh, this is for the beginning. We can compose the streams apparently. That's the idea around, but we don't compose any, we don't have an extra, so we can just return this. It's fine. So actually this is like a stream processing library as well. So this is actually like data.pipe. Similar to data.pipe. Pipe? Yeah, this thing. This thing is really neat. We won't look at that. We won't look at that. It's just a simple turtle. I've never second, and it looks actually pretty good as shells. So actually this may be fast as well. Like I think it can process shell out 3, which would be really neat. But for now we're just gonna make a massive text blob out of it and print it to SD out. Maybe we'll actually maybe we can print these lines. Oh, there you go. We have fault. Count cars, count word, count line. Oh, we probably have existing faults then. Use fault to reduce the output of a shell. Read in files using no, we can just do it ourselves. Oh wait, I remember. A fault thing want to have efficient version of a left serve function. We want to have a function that takes That's how to combine and go. Okay. So we need to go from line. And we just need to collect the line. Email text and it will just be ignored. Yeah, I guess we can just put in fault lines. Fault line text. Why? It just looks like a stream through line. The opposite of what this is like doing. This is doing this is sorting. Not what I want. It's kind of like getting out a list. How are you doing that? Sort on sort pairing F. Count cars, word, line. Doesn't tell me how to get out. It can make fault, but like the thing I was worried about wants to have. Well, what does it want? Look at the counts then. Example. I think that's a fine example. Fine example. Line. It's a library. Use mconcat. They're re-exporting the library. That's why. Just concat everything, I suppose. Concat all the lines. Your monoid, so whatever. Oh, make a list for that. This is list. I guess I don't need this anymore then. So we'll detect file path set. We're not even using temp. I can get rid of it. We can just do that. We want to fold over and we'll put that order. And then we get a list of lines. Detect set. And then it's in IO. This will just detect all silence in one go without doing any modification of the file whatsoever. It's just all in memory. Well, we're reading the file, but that's about it. And then we get a list of text. No, we get a list of lines. And we can print those. That's fine. We'll print them first. And we'll try doing this on a small file. Lines. And we'll print lines. And you can not do this. Fold things. This. Or fold L. There's a package called fold L, which is just providing fold to everyone. I didn't know about it. This module provides efficient and streaming left folds that can combine using a style. Recommends support qual prevalent scope text exporting it. Don't know about fold. I added to the wrong. Pretty much expect a type shell. You want to be lift IO. Pretty much type M with IO. M is original blah blah blah. Monet mask M. Monet M. Actual type IO. What? This is the problem. I think this is fine. Yes. Cool. Okay, let's try this then. See if this works. This is a streaming fold, it said. But I think it's lying. Like, I think once you fold, then it's no longer stream. It's not gonna figure out that this print happens after. So, we'll do a carbon neuron X, and then we'll do it on a small file. One here. Maybe voice. Here. We have a voice. See what's required. I forgot. So that will be X file. There you go. So that's required. Out file. We're not using it at the moment, so whatever. Voice track is 2. Music path. We're not using that either. Music path. I guess we can do that as well. Do that song. Forgot name. Right, you need to have. I think it's like. That's the one. Actually, it doesn't know about 2. Right, because we did it on the voice. We don't need to do it on voice. On maybe not the MP3 file, but an actual, video file. Towards MP3. Isn't that a track? I have one of the cut. Yes, excellent. We'll do this without mapping. We'll modify it for a bit. Okay, made it music. Move the mapping. Oh, I think it's still getting rid of the track. Why is it clever? We need to add the map then. 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0. Yes. So I'm just like making it shorter so my program doesn't take ages. Audio detection. I didn't do it the last time. 2 minutes is fine. Long enough. 2 minutes fine. Why isn't it stopping? I didn't limit it. It's gonna do everything. We have another spell for that. Like that's the SS stuff. So we need to do S0 T 120. I think this is it. I have the yeah. I remember. Wow. I remember something. Wow. Let's see. So it's now toward automated, which has multiple audio. Today we're gonna do something. It's so weird. Once I switch. Oh, I know why. I know why. Because I have the second recorder set up for video back then. I had it bugged, right? So I had another source for audio on Face. There was multiple sources for that. That's why it did that. Yeah, I still have it. Don't do that, man. Delete. Okay, cool. I think that was it. That was my bug. That's why it gets mixed. Because I had a source for audio. Because in the beginning I didn't realize I could add it like this. Right. Okay, cool. We figured it out. That's why it only records if I switch. Because then it becomes desktop audio as well. I love staring into infinity. Me too. Yes. It's like a little bit of delay as well. Oh, echo, 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 echo. Okay, cool. We figured it out. Like, I solved the mystery. Seems like that shouldn't happen. The infinity. Yeah, well, you know. They were technically not infinite. Yes! Thanks, Louis. Let's try it out now. So we should see that out of ffmpeg after a while. Matches no stream. Oh, I have the wrong file. This is really finicky actually, dealing with this video stuff. You end up with so many of these files. There you go. So we made a wrapper around ffmpeg. Again, we made another wrapper! Hooray! Another wrapper! We'll get somewhere. Someday. Is this actually correct? Time to invest to a database to manage those files. This is gonna be a stream, man. What are you talking about? Database. What we want to do is maybe you want to cut. You'll make a cut per line input. So as soon as we get one of these lines, no, we need to have two actually. Two. Oh, that's really annoying. It's really annoying. We need to wrap it into a state mode as well. Wrap God. That's the cost of database. Oh, a database to manage. I see what you're getting at. I thought for the out. No. Because like most of these files are crap actually. Like there is little turds made by me trying to understand FFmpeg. It's just like like Vim. Vim also does that. Every time you open a file, there will be like a .vim whatever. I think I have a spell to prevent that actually. Vim dirt. This is how you get rid of your Vim dirt. Good. Yeah, we'll do it later. We'll just do git cleanf. This will do that. But not today because I need some of them. Git can manage your files. It doesn't get a database, no backup, set no swap. Well, I wanna keep the swap files, no problem. I just wanna move some I wanna move them basically to the trash. Yeah, to the trash. Don't be scared. Yeah. I think I did it for Emacs though. I got so sick of Emacs making random shit. Then again, like recently I had a data loss for the first time in like 10 years. So yeah, okay. That backup. But even like if you have data loss, you don't know how the backup stuff works because you never get it anyway. So you need to spend like hours figuring out how the backup works. You might as well redo everything. That's cute. Oh, it's a template. See. So yeah, let's see. This thing is shitting out a bunch of silent detect lines. What I wanted to do is basically ask the text. Where is it? I wanted to ask it for a line. But I need to ask it for 2 lines. Oh, I know. Well, would it work? This is a terrible idea. So I want to have 2 lines, right? So 2 detect. Just a shell, and I don't know what I'm going to do. With file path. Yes, this will return file path because we're gonna make files. We're gonna make temporary files. And then we want to have 2 detect. So this is gonna be weird. We'll do detect, and we'll have options for detect. Opts. And now to get 2 lines is like 1, 2. Change file if right we never operating minute. Like I mean files. I don't have data loss because Emacs. I forgot why. I think it was because of I was struggling with maggot as always. Will this work? If I don't think. I think it will just double every line. It will execute it twice. Execute it twice and double every line. I wonder if there is a way to get multiple lines. I bet I need to use like a function kind of stuff. Maybe you shouldn't stream everything from the beginning. Probably a bad idea. But I want, like, I have this power. Why shouldn't I use it, right? I can become a super saiyan. I just need to believe. What is viewed? What the fuck? View. Tell me about shell. How can I... Turn a single result shell that outputs a single line and tie with a thing. Seems pretty useful. You should have a pure function for this. Line is chunk. Run a command line using the shell, streaming SD out as lines of text. This command is more powerful than proc, a highly vulnerable code command, but like it gets the SD out or something. Yeah, SD out as lines of text. I wanna have two lines. I don't think my hack. Something I like, right? So save files. This new one. Better has to do for me. Maybe the file system provides similar guarantees, but not sure, and it depends on the course of the OS, of course. Because the most technical thing to tell you. Yeah, it will be problematic, yes. I don't think, like, the reason I don't think this is gonna work is because it will become a value of shell line, and then we'll evaluate that here. I mean, I guess we can try. Let's make a double out of it. I don't think this is gonna work. It seems too dumb. Like, something about purity or something, I don't know. So we get a bunch of lines fold and now we get a... And they probably all sell. I just realized that there's like a little thing here, which is the thing we're printing. And it's empty. So we're not even getting values out at the moment. We're not getting any values. Maybe it doesn't like lines? I don't know. Lines. Oh, this is so annoying. Over both. Oh man, come on. Nothing. Why? Oh, I know. Maybe we need to do that. Redirect. Shell redirect. Yeah, it matters. This thing only captures SD out, so we need to redirect everything. We can just do that with this. No. Is it showing me what it's running, or it doesn't even do what I wanted to do with like running twice. Oh, this is the wrong. Yeah. I need to have a different function or something. Maybe it would have been easier to just write a bash. Oh my god, why is it so hard? Sorry, clever. Then again, then I don't get that stream stuff as well. It'd be hard to get stream lines. We do improc argument. There you go. Improc with error. That's fine. We'll just capture everything. Yes, exactly. Improc with error. That's compile because you either line. Well, you know what they say about either. Either it is that. Well, maybe I want to keep it like either actually. And just fix it later. Fix it up later. Either line with line. Fix shell line. Shell type either line. Either line. Yes, you should be either. You should be either. Yes, that's fun to say. Either line. Oh no! You can't do it over both anymore. It's text to line, but you can do either text to line though. You can either do either text to line to text. How about that? Yeah, you know about either. Prelude. Wait, now I still don't know if it's error or how to stand it up. Yeah. No. No, it wasn't there. But the program doesn't work with that. Like, that's why I gave up on the crash. ffmpeg. Like, this thing is actually doing some magic around. Like, it's doing some input sanitation for argument. Like, I don't really need it because this is a CLI program. At the moment, I don't need it. But I have plans for this project. Yeah, everything is error. But I think they're also in pairs, right? Let's see. Error video, blah blah blah. Stream, double header, overhead unknown. Oh, that's too bad for you. So everything is on STD error apparently. Great. Silence start. Apparently this works. You can do both nice things out of them. Proper print and 2-minute tuple. But we wanna word line, right? We wanna do text. Text. Let's go. I think there's like a line. Oh no, inline. lines, and then we want to put string line or the text I print. Oh, but it's still a tuple. Unfortunately, this thing only prints text, but I have a tuple of. Oh, I can traverse. We can, yeah, we can traverse. We can traverse a tuple. Yeah, that seems reasonable. File, write file, print. Any print string? But you're not even a string. So we can. Yeah, we need to get rid of. Everything is how annoying. Both. I don't know. Is product not a thing? Maybe it's a thing. Google. I saw it on the category, of course. You have either. You don't have the other one. So annoying. I think half. But again, maybe it's like a curry. Oh, it is curry. What the fuck am I talking about? A to B, the one I entered. Let's not do the two tag now, and then just print it easily with either. Expected type string, actual type tag. Right. You need to be put string text. Qualified text. IO, right. You should never, almost never ever do IO text. Char with text. Put a char with text. Oh, it's text. Right, because I need to import the unlines as well. So that's it. Now it's cool. Okay, this looks more like, so I need to filter out useless crap. But what I want to do is see if my both thing also. We can just mono. We can just uncurry mono, I guess, to do this kind of a bad one. So it would be both. Do the tag. Like my question is this executing the same program, or is it executing two programs and interlacing them? That's like what my intuition tells me. Like this will execute one shell and this will execute another shell. Yeah, I haven't even put it into words why I'm concerned about this, but that's what I think what's happening. You would expect that this would execute one step of the shell and then execute another step of the shell. But remember, Haskell is immutable. So yeah. I don't think that's gonna happen. It doesn't work. You don't get it like that. You need to modify the monad from outside. You can modify co-monads, but they're completely different. Completely different. They're like almost exactly opposite, except you can have both. Don't ask why. So yeah, let's just experiment with this because I don't know. I'm not sure. My intuition says no, it's not allowed. You want it, but not allowed. Not allowed. No allowed. Now we have a tuple of either blah. We can monoid. We can. So that f map no longer works. So we can combine the two. That's what I'm getting at, right? We can say uncurry added for, right? No, curry is the useful one. We need to have right, so we make a monoid, A to B to C, we'll make it B. Yeah, curry is the useless one. You always want to have uncurry. See? This is it. This is the power of uncurry. It's fucking useful. Delicious. Touché, like I also like the fish curry. Oh, actually I'm in the mood for that. I'll go rogue tomorrow. Today it was disgusting and I had pizza. Good pizza. So this doesn't make sense to me. What the fuck's going on? Yeah, it is like, I'm not really sure what's happened. It looks like it executes itself many times. What the fuck? But this is from one execution? That doesn't seem right. Let's try it then. Yeah, so this is just one. Okay, I think I need to do some post-processing anyway. We can filter out a bunch. We could just use a regex for silence attack. Silence attacks on the line, and if it's not in the regex, we filter it out. We'll do this. We'll just join them manually, I think. Actually, I can get out one. I can't join. I think I ran into a similar problem with pipe. Like if you're streaming, you can't really like easily like throttle it or group it together. I'm having flashbacks. I'm having flashbacks of that pipes. Why would I use pipes? Well, I was doing some large-scale data collection, of course. I have a company to run. Yes, I was collecting emails and all kinds of metadata about the companies. I was actually considering also making it open source, but I'm not sure how, like, I'm kind of, I think it's, at the moment it's legal and, like, people are okay with it, but, I don't know about the future, because people are getting aware that the internet is big, never get, yeah. And again, that's not really, it's like disgusting code like this, blasphemy. Well, after you use pipes, you get a tremendous amount of respect, plum. Yes. Straby API for Turtle. Like Turtle is Turtle is like making a crappy streaming API basically, and it's reminding me of pipes. This is a really interesting library. Do we have diagrams? It's like you get some monad to work in, and then you have some consumers, and you have producers. And if you have both of them, then you're a pipe. And he makes a bunch of diagrams. I didn't exactly look that much to the side like I do. And some of them are useful actually, but there are a lot of them. There are a lot of them higher. See, you don't really have a choice. I have choice. I can get rid of turtle. The other thing I can do is just not stream and collect everything in one go. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Because this is not even that big, right? Like, if I do this for a big video, I bet it's not bigger than like 1 or 2 MB. Like, this is for 2 minutes. Yeah, this is not gonna be gig. So we can collect at these. I bet like there's some fold magic. Like this turtle thing is built around the fold L library. Let's stream in constant memory. Combine folds using applicative blah blah blah. So this is a stream as well. I think pipes is also stream processing library. There you go. So like they're similar in what I bet they have different properties, but I don't know about. I'm just like looking at it. I don't know which one is better. But I bet that there's like a way of like one step ahead on that. That's something. I just need one step. It's so frustrating because I know how to do these things in, for example, Reflex. And in a way, Reflex is also kind of like stream, right? And so they also like abstracting over a flow of some like Reflex time and data. But data has also time steps. Like it's discrete times in the case. And I just want to group one of these times. It's not complicated. For some reason. Actually, one of something I just said. We want to apply regex. So we'll probably just got it. Found it. Cool. Suppose we just work with manifolds. Oh, but we're Haskell now today. We're Haskell programmers work really about that and re-implement streaming libraries like 10 times. Event-driven abstraction. Like this is not the only streaming. No. There's more. There's more. There's also conduit. And conduit and Haskell are basically the same thing. I think. Conduit is, by the way, also around YESL and whatever. So it's really big there for web apps that use YESL. Like it's integrated with that. Doing like database and whatever like that. Pipes is for others. This is for, I think it's more science. It follows category theory quite closely. That's why I chose pipes. Because I like stuff. 50 libraries, yes. I think like everyone has their own. I just try to use some libraries, man. Like that's why I'm like sticking around with shell. I find it interesting. Try something else or something. I thought it was mostly about shell scripts, but apparently it's also do. It's a manifold picture place or manifold. Nothing. I think Haskell pipes is quite a bit more advanced, but it's not easy. Yeah, it took me a while. I have to admit, I was a bit on an experimental streak, and then I actually needed it done. You know, I ran out of time and gave up. Yes. Did I delete it? Yes, I deleted it. So let's see. We need to do some filtering. We can do it on the fold, that's fine. Let's do it on the fold. So this fold may also be a comma. Yes! I got it! Yes, I found a comma on that! Hooray! Yeah, I was just thinking about how you can add these extra operations to the fold, and then I realized, like, hey, this may be a comma on that. And it is a comma on that! Hooray! I'm so happy. I'm starting to get into it. Finally! Like, it took me just a year. Focus on many. Topological space that locally resembles Euclidean space near each point. More precisely, each point of an n-dimensional manifold has neighbors homomorph to the Euclidean space dimension and therefore more precise manifold is referred to as. Okay, I see. So it's like, actually I think our universe is a manifold space because if you get approached to a black hole, for example, your space no longer resembles Euclidean space, but you know, if you just like on Earth, for example, we have little effects of gravity, therefore the space is close to Euclidean space. Yes. Yes. What do I want? I want filter. I will use a regex. Fine. Variant. Oh, no. Where's the filter? Brief. Yeah. Google knows you too. Yes. Yes. Like it's really nice that they give this kind of precise. I thought it had something to do with engines for some reason, but apparently it's just a mathematical object. The picture also explains it pretty well, because, you know, this is like the space that is just Euclidean, and then like you go to the sides here, it's like suddenly quite sharp, and then, you know, you lose the properties of Euclidean space. And here again, like an area, it's kind of like near each point. Near each point. Oh, each point. But if you take the entire object, it's actually curved. Example of over section. An exhaust manifold is back from it. Oh, there are multiple. I see. A pipe or chamber branching 7. But, like, didn't you just follow the pipe in the wrong way? Because this thing is... Yeah, like, if this is chamber, it goes there, there. Right. Okay, let's set the filter, and then I'm gonna wrap it up, because I'm tired again. I think we'll continue on this next week. I think we got some progress. We mostly did some exploration of ffmpeg. Like, these notes are most of the work. And just figuring out why the fuck everything is broken. We figured it out at the end. It just took, like, 3 hours. That I had my extra. OBS is complicated, okay? It's really complicated to get right, and stuff randomly breaks. Where did I have it? Pre-filter. I remember. Let's copy over this one, and then we also copy over the other, which was... What's the difference between pre-filter? Oh, this is from land. Yeah, it really looks like it. I found another one. Oh, right, for group. Group, that was the other one. Group by. We'll copy this one as well. I'll just edit it. So I don't want to lose this progress. To do. Filter on if is register silence. Detect. Then group by. No, wait. Okay, that's a problem because it's gonna put him into bags, but they're not interlaced by time. Oh, we probably can start and. We need to do start and. We probably can actually do start and group by start and group by end. We'll get two massive bags, one for start and one for end, and they should just line up. Actually, we can only use end and then figure out silence duration. How about that? Then we have it, right? Silence start and duration. We can do end and duration. What I'm getting at is this is on one line, so we have the information for this available. Then it's just a matter of filter start, but like it's not on one line. The output is wrong. We'll give it some margin as well, but we'll give it like 10% margin anyway. Yeah, but it's just seconds gained, right? From a 2-minute video. It's like a couple of seconds. Actually, there was a lot less silence than I expected. Maybe we should also fine tune what where we filter from. I thought if we just filter then group by on silent group by or silent and plus duration. Okay, well, yeah, I think we'll figure it out next because late. Sleep. I think we did a lot. Wow. Oh, the other way to delete this stuff is X. Yeah, thanks. Let's see, what did we do? We made a plan. We made a plan basically. It's the big thing. We added fold L as dependency. We deleted jump cutter completely, so our entire program is broken now. That's unfortunate. Yeah, in fact, I'm probably not even. I'm gonna maybe separate this in a different branch because at the moment it's just broken, and we should have put it on master. So we'll do this like ffmpeg refactor. Lip, what did lip? We figured out how to fold also. Like we figured out how to get out the line, which is a big deal because we didn't know how to do that before. So a little bit about turtle, I guess. Took a while also to figure that out. It's a lot of just like figuring out little, and we changed this API as well. Made that a fair bit nicer. And finally, like we did a lot of figuring out how Kabel or ffmpeg works. We read a lot of documentation, and it just takes a long time, right, to understand this stuff because ffmpeg is really, really complicated. But it's fine. I think we have some fair bit of progress. So next week we'll actually try to implement all this stuff. I think we'll get a long way then. But yeah, that has to work. For now, I'll just use the previous version for some extra cutting and keep the stream coming because I think I have material until Thursday. But that's fine. That's fine. And then so tomorrow I think I'll also be streaming. I'll be streaming Restore.click again, and after that I'll have a break. Thursday I'll watch starting stream, hopefully getting Hypernets merged, and then I'll be see you guys later. Thanks for watching, everyone. It was a good stream. Yeah, thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.